Pemmican and Red Bull. I wonder if that combo has ever existed. Like, am I the first person to ever eat one of the oldest man-made foods, pemmican, thanks Clay Hayes, and then combo it in the morning for breakfast with a Red Bull? I have no idea, but I feel like that's a short list if anybody's ever done it. Alright, it is mid-August, and there's a fawn right there. Anyway, it's mid-August, and that means the fishing rods have gotten put away. I'm sure I'll still go one or two more times, but starting to get back in the woods. Out here this morning on some public. We're gonna do about a, 2.5, 3 mile loop. We'll be going through a mixture of hardwoods and river bottom. See if we can't stumble across a hog. Got my longbow. See if we can't get lucky with it. This is my first time out doing an extended hike in my ANXYNT or something moccasins. My buddy Ryan uses them a lot, and it's amazing how durable and quiet they are. And I've done them on short hunts. I actually killed a hog the other night with a gun, but I wore them. So we're going to put them through the ringer this morning. We're going to be going through some wet conditions, dry conditions, rocky conditions. See how they do. So let's slip through here and see if we can't make it happen. Something bedded up here last night. I'm going to assume a deer. I don't see any fur down it, but definitely a bed. A couple of them. So I'm thinking probably a doe group laid out here. These are what we call Osage apples. Obviously they grow on an Osage tree. I've never seen the deer eat the actual fruit. I've seen squirrels will tear them up. The deer will come up and eat these leaves. I've never killed one over it, but I've definitely watched them feed it enough to where if it's in the area, I consider it beneficial for me. It's also what you see guys making self bows out predominantly. If you can find a straight one. They make great bows. I've made a couple out of it. Y'all look at this trail coming out of that thicket. I mean, they got it wore out. You get the wind right, you post up in one of these trees. I bet in the evening and the morning you'd stick something. Fresh, not fresh, but droppings right there. It's probably about a day or so. It's hard to see, but this is why that trail is going in there. The sun's blocking me, but little ditch that holds water. Them suckers are just getting in there and rooting and getting cooled off in it. I wish I could show you better, but it's so muddy I can't get through it. Look at all the tracks down in here. That's exactly what that trail's leading to. I'm surprised they're not bedded up close. I'm gonna jump a pig. That was so close. I don't know if you can get any closer to making it happen than that. So coming through this bottom, I was about to sit down and take a drink of water and rest for a second. And as y'all saw, I heard a pig squeal off in the thicket. So I gathered my stuff while I crouched down for a little bit to see if they were going to work to me. And they were up in that thicket. So I gathered my stuff and eased in there. There was a big deadfall. Big tree laid across kind of a ditch. And I figured they were bedded up in there because they get up in those tree canopies. I eased in there numerous different angles and nothing was in there. So I backed off and was going to loop around it. Figured the hogs worked the other way. And when I came around the corner, the hogs were actually coming to the treetop. I probably had about a 23, 24 yard shot on one of the pigs, but I didn't want to take that shot. I was through some brush. So I looped back around, eased over the top of the ditch. By that time, they had kind of passed it up and went up in the thicket. And I had to crawl like hands and knees. It was a real low canopy. I could hear them in there working, and then I had that boar. The GoPro doesn't do it justice because the GoPro films such a wide angle. He's probably about a 80, 90 pound boar, and he was coming to me, and then I think he kind of caught a whiff of me, but I don't know. And he actually was coming at me. I think he was coming to see what the heck I was. So I squatted down. As you can see, I got the full draw. And like I said, the GoPro is zoomed so far out, the lens is set up like that. That boar was only, I don't know, 5 yards from me, and I hit full draw. And I just needed him to take 2 more steps. He was kind of paralleling me, 2 more steps, and I would have just took a frontal shot. Well, not a complete frontal shot, a quarter 2 shot, being that close. I'd have felt comfortable with that, but he blew out right at the last second. So I don't think he caught movement because I had already drawn, but maybe he just knew something wasn't right. So all right, let's take a look at what I'm carrying today and what I carry on these hog hunts, especially if I'm not doing 6, 8, 10 miles. If I'm just doing 3 to 4, I bring a Frost River Scout pack. On the front of it, I have my Mora Companion. This is an absolute bomb-proof knife, and it's almost cringy saying that because this is a $15 knife. But when I tell you, you can abuse this thing, you can resharpen this thing, you can skin with this thing, you can baton with this thing, and I mean, it just, I have like 4 of them, and one's never broken. I just feel like one day they're going to be $100 because they're so valuable. And it comes with a great sheath, drains at the bottom. Here on the front, I keep just a little first aid kit with some tape in it. I mean, that's just like bandages, a couple aspirin, a Benadryl, lighter, duct tape. Just, I mean, I don't know, I think it says it on there. I mean, the whole kit: bandages, butterfly bandages, spot bandages, knuckle bandages, antiseptic wipe, which is important, sting relief, safety pin, ointments, razor blade. I don't know, it's 27 all-purpose first aid kit. I got a bunch of them. In the front here, keep my keys, keep a lighter, some duct tape on it. And that, you'll notice on it, on each one of these zippers, I've wrapped it in some just soft tape so you don't hear it. Little details like that can make or break. It's a little keychain I got on it that says Hunt Pure. In the main compartment, the only other compartment, I'll show you, I got an Nalgene. This will hold 32 ounces. I'll drink this whole thing, and I'll drink one of these on the way to hunt, and then I'll drink another one while I'm hunting. Typically I have electrolyte mixed in it, especially during the hot time of year. Back in here is a kill kit, another knife. This is a new knife I got from Michael Presley. It's just a slick, straight blade, no scales, thin knife. I got him to make it for me to slide in a bino harness. I got another one coming from another buddy, but it's a pretty cool little knife. Gonna be a good little skinner. And I just threw it in there to use if I killed this morning. Kill kit's got a pillowcase in it, got a target bag in it, some latex gloves, toilet paper, pin, some zip ties, a buck 110, that's my normal skinning knife. Let's see here. Oop, knocked my bow over. Slide that back in there. Here this doesn't come with the bag. I just zip tied it on these lashings. Just a little kit, headlight, some paracord. I don't think I got anything in the front. Normally my little powder windicator rides right there. I'll just put it in there, and then when I start hunting I'll normally grab it. That's pretty much it in the bag. With that pillowcase, I can shove the meat in the pillowcase, put it in the bag, and then in the target bag, or a lot of times I'll have a second pillowcase. I can throw the other half over my shoulder and be fine. On me, As always, I have my Leatherman Wave. This thing is invaluable out here. Just got a straight blade knife. This guy is actually a beast for the size it is, just a wood saw. I'm telling you, I'll trim some pretty big branches with that. Saw some stuff up. Use that a lot. I hate this about it. I wish on the Wave they'd get rid of the serrated blade. There's rumors that they're coming out with another one that's going to have scissors on the front, which I will love. And then also has the file on it. And believe it or not, this little file right here, it's pretty good. And you can put an edge back on a broadhead with this. It's not like a scalpel sharp, but enough to where you got a dull broadhead, you need to touch it back up. In field or even in camp, it does the trick. Of course, it's got the pliers on it, little bit driver, can opener, pry bar, micro screwdriver, and then the scissors are here, but they're internally in. It would be nice if they were on the outside, which is what the new Wave is supposed to be. So, but I've skinned whole animals with, it's not the right blade, I've skinned whole animals with that knife right there. Not out of choice, out of being dumb and forgetting stuff. That's everything on me. My bow I'm shooting is my Primal Tech longbow, Great Northern Quiver, some gold tip traditionals with 3-blade VPA, Oral Woodsman on those. I don't have any Zwickeys with me today. Normally I do have some Zwickeys. A couple field points in the back, and that's what I carry around for these short, semi-short distance hunts. Freaking bomb. Let's step that off. Let's step that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 paces. Well, I'm gonna do YouTube a favor and not show you that one. I hit him right in the head, and that didn't go well for him. But I got him, gonna go throw him in my backpack. But that was a heck of a shot for 31, 32 paces, somewhere right in there. Now this is something people ask me a lot. Do deer eat pecans? Where I'm at, I've seen a deer pick them up and eat them, but I've never seen a deer target them. I've never gone into a pecan area with a lot of pecans and just found a lot of droppings and a lot of deer sign. I've seen them work through the woods and pass one and pick it up and eat it, but I've never seen enough sign on it to make it a priority to find and try to hunt over. So that might be different in other areas. I'm sure there's places where the elevation and soil conditions give the pecans a better taste and they'll eat them, or there's a lack of other mass to eat. But where I'm at, I don't pay much attention to them for deer. Now, in a few weeks, we're gonna take a couple of my guys out from my youth group and take them on their first small game hunt, and we're gonna target pecans because that September time frame, pecans are dropping. That's a very good way to get on small game. So we got about a mile left to go to the truck. We're moving pretty quick. It's getting hot. It's probably high 90s now, so unless we bump into them on the way back, bump into hogs on the way back. Close opportunity and a dead squirrel is what this morning we got to show for this morning. So this plant right here is called yucca. We have it here in Texas, and the stalks that grow out the middle of it, I'm not a hand drill wizard like my buddy Philip, but supposedly it makes really good hand drill spindles, and the blades, the leaves on it, can be rolled together in your hand and they break down into these little fibers. And if you can see that, I don't know if you can see it good enough, but there we go. You can Flemish twist them together and keep adding in pieces and make a primitive cordage. I've done the cordage before and it's actually pretty impressively strong. Like I said, I'm not a friction fire hand drill expert. I've tried it a few times. I've done bow drills and gotten a coal and started a fire, but never a hand drill. But it's pretty cool, and it actually puts off flowers. I forget what time of year, and you can eat the flowers. I don't remember if there's any medicinal use for it, but yep, called yucca. That's gonna do it for this one. We ended up right at 3.3 miles. I've worked that loop before. And I gotta say, it was pretty impressive, those moccasins. Never once did they hinder me, or I mean, I kind of forgot about them, and they are very quiet, so I liked them. Had that one encounter with that sounder group. I felt like we were on some other ones, never put eyes on them, but just fresh droppings, and I was catching whiff. It's just so thick right now, being this time of year. They could stay, you can be 10 feet from them and they just stay bedded up and you never see them. And they will do that though. If they know they're tucked into a nest well, they won't budge. But anyway, headed to the house now, and we only got about 7 weeks till deer season opens up, so hopefully we'll get out hog hunting a couple more times. Just get used to hiking a little bit and getting ready, and maybe we'll get a hog in the freezer, another hog in the freezer before deer season, and then we'll hit deer season hard.